Mindsnap. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I fear I might lose the love of my life. Asterisk asterisk. Hey guys, welcome back to Mindsnap. Today's story had me absolutely speechless. Let's get into it. I need you to brace yourselves for this one, because what you're about to hear isn't just heartbreaking. It's the kind of raw, unfiltered pain that makes you want to reach through the screen and hug someone. Someone posted online about a man who's living a nightmare no one should ever have to face. And honestly, I don't even know where to begin. So, picture this. A man, let's call him Mark, is sitting at home, scrolling through his phone, trying to distract himself from the gaping hole in his life where his wife used to be. Because right now, she's not there. She's in the hospital. And not just for a little while, she's been there for weeks. And the reason? It's not just one thing. It's a lifetime of things piling up, crushing her, until she finally broke. Now, I need you to pause right here. Pause, because if you think this is just another sad story, you're wrong. This is a story about trauma stacking like a house of cards. One wrong breeze, and the whole thing collapses. And Mark? He's standing in the wreckage, trying to figure out how to rebuild. Okay, let's back up a little. Because to understand how Mark got here, we have to go back, way back. Years ago, his wife, Sarah, was stalked, relentlessly. And then, last year, that stalker attacked her. He put his hands on her. He hurt her. And now, that man is in jail. So, naturally, Mark thought, asterisk, that Sarah was okay. That she was healing. That the worst was behind them. But here's the thing about trauma. It doesn't just go away. It doesn't just disappear because you locked up the person who hurt you. It lingers. It festers. It waits for the right moment to rear its ugly head and remind you that you're not safe. Not really. And for Sarah, that moment came when their niece, turned the same age Sarah, was when something else happened to her. Something so bad, so unspeakable, that she hasn't spoken to her parents since she was 18. Something that, until now, she's never told Mark about. Something that, when their niece hit that age, triggered her so hard, she had a full-blown breakdown. No, wait. Asterisk, hold on. Asterisk, let that sink in. Their niece, turned the same age Sarah was when whatever happened. And suddenly, Sarah wasn't just remembering. She was reliving, and it broke her. Now, Mark didn't know any of this at first, because Sarah had never told him. And why would she? Trauma does that to you. It makes you bury things so deep you forget they're even there, until something drags them back up like a rusty anchor from the ocean floor. But then, a few weeks ago, Sarah had that breakdown. And now, she's in the hospital. And Mark is terrified. Because here's the thing, Mark loves his wife deeply, and he's watching her slip away. Not because of the stalker, not because of the attack, but because of something that happened decades ago. Something that no one protected her from. Something that her own parents let happen. And Mark? He's furious, not just at the past, not just at the people who failed her, but at the fact that he can't fix this. He can't take the pain away. He can't even understand it fully, because Sarah hasn't told him everything. And that's the worst part, knowing your partner is hurting, but not being able to reach them, not being able to pull them back from the edge. I need to pause here, because I can't even. The thought of loving someone so much that their pain becomes your pain, that's not just heartbreak, that's soul-crushing. And Mark is carrying that weight right now, alone, because he doesn't want to make Sarah's trauma about him. But here's the thing, trauma isn't a solo sport. It's not something you're supposed to handle by yourself. And Mark? He's drowning in the silence. Because Sarah isn't talking. Not really. And he doesn't know how to help her when she won't let him in. Now, let's talk about the other trigger, the one that came from her job. Because apparently, whatever Sarah does for a living, it's connected to her past in some way. Maybe it's the environment. Maybe it's the people. Maybe it's just the stress of it all piling on top of everything else. But whatever it is, her job became the final straw, the thing that pushed her over the edge. And Mark? He's sitting there, watching the woman he loves unravel, and he doesn't know what to do. He wants to call her parents. He wants to curse them out, because how do you not protect your own child? How do you let someone hurt them like that? How do you fail them so spectacularly? But he won't, because Sarah doesn't want him to, and he respects that, even though every fiber of his being is screaming at him to do something. And then there's the fear, the terrifying fear that he might lose her. Not to the stalker, not to the job, but to herself. Because when you've been through what Sarah has, suicide isn't just a thought. It's a constant whisper, A voice in the back of your head that says, asterisk, you're not safe. You'll never be safe. Why keep going? Asterisk. And Mark? He's terrified that voice is getting louder. That Sarah is slipping further away. That when she leaves the hospital, she won't come back to him. That she'll disappear into the dark and he'll never get her back. I need to pause here again because I can't imagine. I can't imagine loving someone so much that their pain becomes your own. I can't imagine watching the person you vowed to stand by through thick and thin crumble in front of you and not being able to do a damn thing about it. Because here's the brutal truth. You can't fix someone else's trauma. You can't heal them. You can't make it better. All you can do is be there and hope they let you in. And Mark? He's doing that. He's trying. He's sitting in the hospital with her. He's holding her hand. He's telling her he loves her. But it's not enough. Because Sarah is broken, and broken things don't just snap back into place. Now, let's talk about Mark's own pain for a second. Because he's not just worried about Sarah, he's grieving her. Even though she's still alive. Even though she's in the hospital. He's grieving the woman she was before all this. The woman who laughed easily. The woman who wasn't drowning in memories. The woman who wasn't a shadow of herself. And that grief? It's soul-shattering. Because Mark didn't sign up for this. He signed up for a life with Sarah, the woman he loves. Not the woman who's trapped in a cycle of pain she can't escape. And the worst part? He's terrified that if he starts therapy, it'll make her trauma about him. That he'll be taking up space in a world where Sarah's pain should be the only thing that matters. But here's the thing, Mark, your pain matters too. You can't pour from an empty cup. And if you don't take care of yourself, how are you supposed to take care of her? I need to pause here one more time, because I can't even. The fact that Mark is willing to put his own needs aside to focus on Sarah, that's love. That's real love. But it's not sustainable. And eventually, if he doesn't take care of himself, he's going to break too. Because trauma doesn't just affect the person who lived it. It ripples. It spreads. It infects everyone around them. And Mark is standing in the middle of that storm, trying to shield Sarah from the wind, when he's also getting blown around. Now, let's talk about the future, because Mark doesn't know what it looks like. And that's the scariest part. He doesn't know if Sarah will ever be the same. He doesn't know if she'll ever trust again. He doesn't know if she'll ever feel safe again. And that uncertainty, it's paralyzing, because love isn't just about the good times. It's about the hard times too. It's about standing by someone when they're at their worst, when they're broken, when they don't even recognize themselves anymore. And Mark, he wants to do that. He wants to be her rock. But what if she doesn't let him? What if she pushes him away? What if she disappears into the dark and he's left standing there, holding a handful of nothing? I need to pause here because I can't imagine. I can't imagine the weight of that fear. The weight of loving someone so much that their pain becomes your own. The weight of not knowing if you'll ever get them back. Because here's the thing, Sarah is still in there. Somewhere. Behind the pain. Behind the fear. Behind the silence. And Mark? He's still fighting for her. Even when it feels hopeless. Even when it